YouTube, it's connecting. See, that's so weird that Facebook, no, but YouTube, yes. So this is going to be streaming live to the Motor City Woman YouTube channel.
Now I'll be able to share this later, or how does that work?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Let me mute it. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm just trying to get the right angle here so I can still. Okay, I'm gonna try to be still.
I'm like, don't move.
Don't move. Okay, because you won't see the window.
There.
Okay, they was like, why her head like that? Well, okay.
Well, hello, everyone. This is Inside the Studio with yours truly, Robin Kinney, the president of Motor City Woman Studios. We are here for another session with one of our favorite people to talk about one of our favorite events. And of course, I'm talking about Cheryl Ajamu with the 12th annual, can you believe it? The 12th annual Multicultural Media Luncheon Auto Industry Awards. It's that time of year again. Thanks for joining us, Cheryl.
Hi, Robin. Thanks for having me today.
Of course. You know, it wouldn't be, and now it's the fall. Of course, it typically used to be a different time of year, but this is a great way to kick off the fall season. Hopefully everyone had a fantastic summer. And now here we are in September, and it's time to gather. It's time to celebrate what's going on in the auto industry and marketing, but also it's time for the Multicultural Media Luncheon. So this is something that should be on everyone's schedule because it's coming up really soon, right?
Next week.
I know you and your team are busy getting everything together. I'm always excited to come because not only do you get a chance to rub shoulders with the best and brightest in marketing, but you also get to see these fabulous projects that you've probably only seen on television. You know, you get to see the people behind it. You know, so this is something, Cheryl, that you and your team have been doing for, this is the 12th year. What do you guys have in store for this year?
Well, this year we're changing it up just a little, making it a little funner. So the theme is it's a Nike branded theme because we have as a keynote speaker the chairman of the Jordan brand at Nike, Mr. Larry Miller. He reports to Michael Jordan. And we've encouraged everybody who's coming to, they can wear their Nike sneakers with their business attire. When we announced it, we started selling tickets.
I was because like, who doesn't want to be in the room, you know, with a, one of the execs from the Nike brand?
Yes. And Nike is such a, iconic brand, and I was telling, his team's like, I'm not an athlete. I think I ran track when I was in 4th grade, but I'm not an athlete, but most of my clothing for leisure is Nike. I mean, I'm the Nike queen. I got the dresses, everything, not an athlete. And that is a testament to their, not only their marketing, but their merchandising, that it appeals to someone that is, or who is not an athlete. And so Mr. Miller is going to share that story, and he has an interesting story as well. He, went through some things in his life and made a complete 360, and to go from that to being the chairman of one of the largest brands in the world is a huge story. And I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised and pleased with what he's going to share.
Right. So you're saying that you don't have to be an athlete to get something out of this event. Share with us some of the benefits for entrepreneurs like myself, auto executives, or even students. Why should those types of people and those categories attend the Multicultural Media Luncheon?
So for students, we've been hosting students ever since day one. It gives them an opportunity to learn and see what different careers are like. One of the things that I noticed, like in the second year, I had a student who was going to school to be an engineer, and she sat at the table, ironically, with some ad agency people. And she came up to me and said she realized that that's not really what she wanted. It was what her parents wanted her to do. She wanted to be a graphic artist. And she ended up sitting at the table with some ad agency people. And she said, I'm going to change my major.
Wow.
You know, just things like that, being able to expose, you know, kids to that type of experience. One of our other transportation design students from the College of Creative Studies, he ended up being mentored by Earl Lucas, who was in the audience when he went up and accepted an award for, well, the student, you know, won a scholarship, and I let him come up and just talk about, you know, his career goals. And he called me a year later and said, I just can't believe that, you know, I've talked on the phone to Earl Lucas, who is the designer of Lincoln, you know, and he was like, I never would have dreamed that happened to me if I had not gone to this event. And then for entrepreneurs, you get to network with other entrepreneurs. You get to hear and learn about the celebrity keynotes journey to success, because usually they own a business. You know, they have had a business, their brand is a business. So whether your company is big or small, there's always something that you can learn best practices from these speakers. That's really the strategy that I use behind selecting them. I want them to be popular, but I also, you know, require that they have some type of business so that they can share something with the audience, so that, you know, you do come away with something, you come away with some information.
And also, I've attended the event over the years numerous times, and I think one of the benefits that I've received is, I think as a business owner, it's really easy to have tunnel vision because you're like so knee deep in your business and your industry, but it's always beneficial to interact with people from different industries who maybe have a different lens or a different perspective on something, or just to hear someone's story. You know, I can recall numerous keynotes that you've had over the years where they would share how they've overcome a struggle, or, you know, a story there, or a person, or a tidbit or advice that was really pivotal for them, that really, you know, can make an impact on you. So I know as business owners, you're like, oh, I don't have time for this. I need to do this. I have this to do. But believe me, you need to make a practice of attending the Multicultural Media Luncheon, because it's just a place of the who's who. You know, we're here in the Motor City. So attending, you're going to interact with people from different disciplines, different industries, and you just never know who you're going to be seated next to, and, you know, what you'll be able to contribute to a conversation just at your table.
Yeah, that's one of the things people like the most is, you know, we always try to mix up the seating chart. You know, we strategically put people at tables, you know, if we can.
Yeah.
Just because it makes it more interesting to kind of sit with some people that you may not know. A lot of the students love that. You know, they meet people in all industries, and, you know, like I said, several of them have gotten internships. You know, we have students that come from Pontiac, Michigan. They're culinary arts students. They've been coming for, since like the second year.
Wow.
And a lot of them have met restaurant owners at the luncheon, and then they, you know, get to do an internship there, and they learn about, you know, working in the food or hospitality industry. So we wanted to, you know, create something that it's not just entertaining, but it's beneficial where you do come away with something, not just an event that's kind of aspirational and then you leave and you're like, well, that was great, but did you really take anything,
Right.
take anything away? So that's important.
And this isn't even on my list of questions that I share with you, but I would be remiss if I did not mention the caliber of door prizes that you have. And I know you probably can't share what you guys got up your sleeve this year, but my goodness, every single year the bar is raised on the door prizes, and just the fun aspect of it. You're not just sitting in your chair watching a presentation. It is so interactive.
So I have to credit Magic Johnson for that, because he was the first speaker. And the night before my luncheon, because I had to tell him I sold 50 tickets. But he, was talking about adding value, and he said we should do some door prizes. I was like, I don't got no money.
Right. Do you have some door prizes?
Right. I was like, I can't, So he said, I'm gonna add so much value. People are gonna be talking about this for years and years. And I was like, okay, what is it? So the next day, Magic Johnson gives away his seats at the Staples Center. He gave away his seat behind the bench as a door prize. It's like a $10,000 seat. And then he gave away some jerseys, signed some basketballs.
Wow.
And that is when I said, okay. And I saw how excited people were to, win these prizes. And so I started using relationships that I already had through, working at BET and Vanguard, Honey, and all that. And then the first couple of years after that, we gave away trips to Turks and Caicos. Love that. We had a Delta airline ticket. So every year, we, would try to have some door prizes that people really, really like. So this year we have, and the Lions are winning now, and it's so funny because I always work ahead. So I was like, I have a great relationship with Ford Field, so they have been always giving me something from the Lions. So we have an autographed jersey from the wide receiver.
Oh wow!
And then Cadillac has, which everyone loved last year. It's an attaché case with a bottle of champagne and some luxury liquor infused chocolates that everybody loved. The turn up chocolates.
This wasn't a prize. This was just something that was in my basket.
That's the smaller one. Yeah,
delicious.
So that's the smaller.
Those didn't even make it home.
That's the smaller one. But we had a huge, we're going to post it probably. Okay. I don't know if it'll be this week, but it's like 20 of those.
Oh my goodness.
And an attaché case with a bottle of champagne from Isaiah Thomas's brand.
My goodness.
So that's
a treat.
Yeah, people love that. We don't, they gave that away last year. It was so popular. So Cadillac did agree to do that. Yep. And then we have some spa certificates from Christina European Spa. She's located in Birmingham. Beverly Hills, Michigan. She is a friend and a mentor, and she has really supported this event since day one, whether it's, resources or, things of that nature. And then we have from Ocean Prime, our social media engagement door prizes. So we encourage people to post on social media during the event. And then my social media team picks one of the posts and they get to win a $200 gift card from Ocean Prime. So we do 2 of those, and Ocean Prime's food is delicious. I always got to check everybody out.
Right. Oh, and we're coming around to that next. Speaking of food, last year we talked about the launch of your new brand, the Black Girl Food Critic. So how's that going? Bring us up to speed.
So we are I think we're in year 2 now, 2 or 3. I lost track. It's going good. Now I'm becoming a lot more recognizable. I always like to go and not, let
Right,
people
because you
know
don't
I'm
want them
there.
to, you want to get the
Right.
typical, the average experience. Yeah,
Right. I just want to just get the average experience. But now, sometimes, the very first time it happened, it was so funny. I walked in a restaurant and they were like, there's a Black girl food critic. And I said, where?
I know you're trying to play it off. She's
They was like, you, oh, you got them. So I have been doing a lot more requests to do like on-site postings. If they're doing like food events, they'll say, hey, can you come by and just share share the information about our post, try the food. So I've been doing a lot of that, and I do wear the t-shirts for that. So it's going good. We have not been able to get a TV deal yet. But that's another aspect of, this food critic business. When I first started, it was not a lot of people of color that were really doing food critics, because I was being criticized. Like, did you go to school for that?
really?
And I was like,
wow. Like,
yeah.
I just like to eat.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I majored in broadcast journalism as a minor, a double major. So I have marketing and then broadcast journalism. So for me, it is food journalism.
Yes.
So I'm really just doing journalistic work on a food platform. So that's why I really love to do it. I like to go out to eat. I've always done that, ever since I've lived in Michigan, because I like to get out and learn the area.
Yes.
And so, when I heard through the pandemic, the frustration of Black restaurant owners that, they needed the PPP money, but they needed people to come and eat and buy food at their restaurants. And so I just decided that that was what I was going to do, share my experience, post it, and hope that, it would generate traffic. And it has. A lot of the restaurants are very grateful to me. They'll send me messages and say, I got a lot of customers behind that. So, but the competition is a lot more fierce now. I see so many Black, food critics now. So, it's exciting to me, because I am competitive, but I guess with my background, coming from the South, we're always about, sometimes you got to be that person that open the door. And you look back and you see all these people coming behind you. You may not get, the accolades that they get, but that you're the person or one of the persons that opened that door so that everybody else can walk in easily. And so I kind of feel like that's my mission in life. And it's not always the most popular, but, I have my days of frustration. But for the most part, I really, really love, I love doing that Black girl food. I mean, I'm traveling all over.
Yeah, you're so good at it. And I think it was really just honorable for you to say, you know what, these Black Black-owned restaurants need a spotlight. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to try the food, I'm going to post, very, very simple. And, and I'm sure you see directly from the restaurateurs how grateful they are. Like, we just want more people to know that we exist. And that's in a lot of categories. Like, I just want to be seen. I just want somebody to see me,
Yeah.
So
And it's all size businesses, but the smaller ones, I was at another event that was totally different. I got invited to the Detroit Firefighters Back to School Bash, and and they gave me an opportunity to speak on the mic just about the importance of supporting businesses in our community. And then there was a lady there who was selling popcorn. She came right up to me and was like, come try this popcorn. Let me know what you think. It was just, and immediately when I posted it, she sold some popcorn. She sold some already. So
the power of social media.
It's the power of social media. And it has helped me as well. Being able to secure these keynote speakers, they immediately look at my social media. I pride myself on trying to have an impeccable background and be impeccable with my word with every transaction that I do. I've always been that way. And so word of mouth has really, helped me, because they go to my social media and they'll say, oh, this person, that, and then they call and say, oh yeah, Cheryl, she's extremely organized. She's going to have everything in order. And we do. And we do.
Right. That's awesome. Well, I can attest to that. Everything is always in order at the Multicultural Media Luncheon. I've been going for years and have seen the growth of it, but the consistency is always the community aspect, the value of networking, there, and, just as a good time, it's a great afternoon, upcoming Thursday, September 21st. Put it on your calendar now at 11 a.m. Again, it is at the Garden Theater right there on Woodward. And so they can get tickets on Eventbrite, but they can also find them on your website.
Yes, at ajamugroup.com. That's AJAMU, the word group.com. And on Eventbrite, they can search Multicultural Media Luncheon. They can also search Nike as well. We have mezzanine level seats. That's the upper level, the floor area.
The floor seats are out, or they're done.
Yeah, we got a waiting list though. We got a waiting list. So we're gonna.
So if you want to be in the building, you're up in the mezzanine already at this point.
Yeah, we're and you still get lunch. You just don't get you're not sitting at a table, and you can still see everything. You're just, you're just up higher. But yeah, we've got, like I said, we got great door prizes, great automotive executives, and we're going to be honoring a phenomenal keynote speaker. And we've got some great door prizes. That's all I'm gonna say, because
So you have to be in the building.
You gotta be in the building.
And I'm not talking about little trinkets, folks. I'm talking airfare. I'm talking steak dinner, ocean prime. I've never seen this level of door prizes before.
Yeah, it's our we like to do that wow factor. Over the years, we've always tried to do that wow factor where people come away and say, you know what, I had a great time. I was at a restaurant at a cooking with Q. I was at a cooking class, sitting next to a young lady. I didn't remember her, but she remembered me, and she said, I came to your luncheon and it was so, well done. It was very classy. It was very informational. I had fun, and it just really made me proud, because I did not remember her. I remember her name once she told me. I did not remember her face. And she said that was like years ago.
Wow. Yeah. So sure. I don't think, you truly realize the impact that you're making, not only on individuals, on the business community, on students who attend the luncheon, and then they're able to identify a mentor or identify, hey, I think I want to go down that career track and not that one. So kudos to you. I want to give you your flowers right now. Folks, again, you can go to ajamugroup.com or search Multicultural Media Luncheon on Eventbrite. Either way, you want to get there Thursday, September 21st. It starts at 11 a.m. So it's a great time, an excellent networking opportunity to be in a place and to celebrate excellence in marketing in the auto industry. So is there anything else that you would like to leave with the folks before we wrap up, Cheryl?
Yes, I want to thank our sponsors, if I could, because there is no mission without money. I always say that. And, you can have the best idea, but if you don't have the funding, you can't get it done. So I want to thank General Motors and Cadillac, Fifth Third Bank, the Ideal Group. I hope I'm saying this right. Tres Harricinos. It's a tequila. I can never get it right. Harricinos. I can't get it right, but they're going to be providing tequila mimosas.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the next level. And I'm not a drinker, but
So it's a nice lunch. Yeah, so we gotta,
everybody's like,
so you're
"Ooh, when does
probably
that
gonna take
start?"
the rest of the day off.
And then we have ELE Wealth Management, and of course the
Wonderful.
North American International Auto Show, which I have to give them a shout out because they are the ones who, gave me the opportunity to partner with them, and become the first African American female to create, own, and produce an event in this huge automotive event that is international. And so, again, there are other events now. I think Gwen Thomas is having a brunch on Sunday. I want to give her a
Oh, I
shout
did not know
out.
about that.
So again, that's me opening the door.
Yes.
Other people can come on in, and I can look back and say, "Hey, okay, I made a difference here. It's all good. Let's get some more events out here so that people can have so many things to choose from." They'll be like, it's like South by Southwest.
Right, right. Well, it's a celebration, it's a celebration
Mhm.
of creativity. It's a celebration of excellence. You see the projects, you see the teams and the individuals behind the projects, and it's a great feel good event, but there's that networking element as well, where you can walk away with a really beneficial contact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you again, Cheryl, for your
Thank you.
leadership over the years. And again, everyone, this is the 12th annual Multicultural Media Luncheon Auto Industry Awards. You want to be there. You need to be there as business owners, as individuals. If you have a high school student who may have an interest in design, in advertising, in marketing, this is the place to be, because you're really front and center with the people who are actually creating what we see on TV and in commercials right now. And it's an excellent opportunity as a celebration. So again, this is Robin Kinney from Motor City Woman Studios with Cheryl Ajamu, the CEO of the Ajamu Group, as well as the executive producer of the Multicultural Media Luncheon. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.